some of these concepts haven't been explained to women, so which is why they have an issue with them. Like, for example, you said you want a high value guy, but you want him to be monogamous to you. Well, that's just not realistic.
Ever, never, ever. Like, you're just genuinely telling me I have no
I'm
hope.
I'm not saying never ever.
I do agree with that.
What I am
Most men are
saying is
not
that
monogamous.
men don't bust their ass to become successful and make money to only have sex with you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to date a guy who's like average, you know, I think you know what, he's average. He makes like what, 50K a year.
It's simple. We talked about supply and demand. If there's not enough of these guys to go around and all the women want them,
do
you really think he's only going to hook up with you?
It's just not something I would budge on. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Then you're gone. Then that's your friend here. Then it's her. Then
that's
it's
fine.
her.
I mean,
her.
if you want monogamy, were you willing to drop your standards a bit then?
Yeah, just do it.
Drop my standards.
Yeah,
that is my standards. Is that I wouldn't want a guy who's hooking up with other people.
That's what I'm saying. So would you be okay with getting?
So would I drop that specific? No. Like I would. It would have to be.
Mind
like,
candy shop is spam in the chat, man.
You're saying that it's not super. Like you just said it yourself that it's not unheard of or impossible. It's just.
It's rare.
It's rare. Yeah, it's not.
But
common.
it's possible.
So
I mean, there's something.
I just don't think I would.
If I told you to jump out of a plane and you got a less than 1% chance that your parachute's going to deploy, would you jump out of the plane?
You're saying
Hold
less
on.
than. You're saying that my chance of finding a guy who is loyal to me and me only, who's
and a
also
high earner
value,
and high value, as you would
high
say.
earner.
High
So
earner,
what's high earner? He's making like.
High value, a component.
6 figures a month. Like, what's your high earner? If he's making,
If he's making 6 figures a month, he's definitely going to fuck other girls.
I would want it to be financially comfortable, so
Okay.
it can be a little over
So
6
that's
figures
what-
a year.
Pull up the calculator.
A little
Pull up
over.
the calculator.
But yeah, like it doesn't have to be like a millionaire, billionaire, but it's like
Yeah, let's pull up the.
We're going to pull up a calculator for you. We actually went ahead and did the work for you. So we're going to find out your chances of finding this dream guy on our show right now. We got a build a man calculator.
Well, according to you, I have no chances.
I know. No, it's very
No
slim.
chance. That's what you got.
That's what you said. You know what?
Hello, Vince.
Well, I mean,
I'm
you
not too offended.
You got a couple things going against you. That's
I know.
why.
It's why you go sport.
That's fine. You can have your opinion. I'll have mine.
Okay.
Give me a second.
What, you guys don't have it?
Not yet.
No, it's top right.
Yeah, Chris has it saved.
Yeah, it's saved top right.
The link is saved.
The new one?
Yeah. The
Mo, find a new one is fine.
yeah, we got a calculator here, and we can basically we're gonna put in the guy's height, income. Well, actually, you know what? How much money's got to make a year for you, bare minimum?
I'd say 200.
All right.
Okay.
Height.
How much money?
200K.
200. Height.
I like this question.
Wait, is this a new one?
No. Build a man.
Wrong one.
Maybe like six.
Is this a website?
I like this. What's this link? Can I use it?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So okay, so 200K. How much? Sorry, height.
6 feet.
Okay. Race.
Black.
I don't really have a preference.
No preference. Would you date Asian?
Me love you
Maybe
long
not.
time.
Okay, so maybe I might have a
Okay,
preference.
so not Asian. All right. Well, Indian.
No.
Okay, so either black or white or Hispanic.
Sure.
Okay. Education level.
I would rather, more like higher education, so college.
What's the bare minimum you accept? BA, masters?
College, like a BA, yeah.
A BA?
Bachelor's, yeah.
Okay. Do you care if he rents or owns?
I would prefer. He could. I mean, with that salary, I prefer own.
Okay. What's the bare minimum age range?
Minimum.
Minimum to oldest.
Oldest would probably be. I don't know. Minimum would have to be somebody who's my age, maybe like 25, 24.
25 to what?
25 to 35.
Okay. All right. So here it is right here. Can you enlarge the screen on our end, guys? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead. So age, guys, is 22 to 35. Okay. 22 to 35.
Oh, 22? 22.
No, I'm sorry. 25 to 35.
20,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
25 to 35. Minimum height is 6 feet. Races check off white, black, and Hispanic.
Wait, where do you get all this data from?
I'm going to tell you here in a second.
All right, yeah.
And then education is bare minimum bachelor's degree. And then income is 200,000. And then do you care if he's married or not?
No, yeah, no.
Okay, so
not
exclude married men.
Hello.
And then do you care if he's obese?
Yeah.
He can't be obese.
No.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
Mo.
exclude both. So just before we get into this, this comes from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, and the U.S. Census Bureau.
Is the income too far?
So-
like, so we make it like 150.
That's 200
All right,
OD.
make it 150.
Okay, 150.
Yeah.
And ladies, this is the most accurate assessment of men in the United States because it's based off of census data and the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey.
This is fun.
So this is going to give you the most accurate assessment of men in the states. So let's go ahead and see how common this guy
It's gonna
is.
be like 2 guys. He's gonna be their address on the
Right, where's the addy of them?
Gonna give me like
All
the
right, so she scored a perfect.
Yeah, bitch, we still got chances.
that to me says it's possible, just not plausible.
So less than 1% of men meet this criteria. So realistically speaking, if you find this guy, do you think he's really going to be monogamous to just you? Now that you know the raw numbers?
Yeah. But can you do this the other way around? Like, well, whatever. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, if we did it the other way around, let me guess. You would name
Like,
your
could
age and how
you-
much money you make
Yeah,
and stuff?
like if you ask like a guy to do this for girls, like is that possible? Like you two guys have like a. Well, I guess you don't care how much money she makes. Apparently, she could be
Yeah.
homeless.
And a guy that makes that kind of money, well, here's the thing. A guy that makes that kind of money is going to care even less about how much money you make.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like I wouldn't be able me.
March.
But again, now I'm going back to myself, and I feel like that's forbidden here.
March. No,
but
that's fine.
I feel like I would have to work no matter what the guy makes. Does that make sense? For my own sanity, just to be able to do what I like, what I care about, I would rather have my job and he has his.
But you would still want him to be the predominant breadwinner and pay the majority of the bills, correct?
But I also wouldn't mind in that situation to come home and cook and clean and take care of the kids.
Okay,
If
but
he provides more than I do necessarily financially,
okay.
I'd be able to compensate another way. Does that
Okay,
make
so you
sense?
still expect him to be the predominant breadwinner. You still want to be in the workforce, but you're not the predominant breadwinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So you're telling me that if I want that, that's impossible? I only have a.
no, I'm not saying that. It
0.099.
just proves my point that the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much money you make because men understand fundamentally that they're going to be expected to be the primary breadwinner.
Yeah.
But it's not about how much money. Like you're saying, hold on.
I mean, his
So-
money is our money, and then your money is your money.
So it'd be separate.
No.
Is that what you're like?
No.
No, he would still be the one providing for everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The reason why men don't care about how much money a girl makes, because you said, oh, well, let's reverse it. Let's put my stats in. Well, it's irrelevant because men don't care about your
Right.
money.
I said that. I said never mind. I backtracked. I was
So,
like,
yeah,
never
the
mind
things
because
that
they could
you-
be homeless.
The things that you're mentioning, like, they're all masculine traits. I make money. I'm a go-getter, blah, blah, blah. Fantastic. Men don't care. What if I told you I had an extensive wallet collection? Would you care?
A wallet collection.
Yeah. Gucci,
Gucci.
Louis Vuitton.
Louis.
I got a bunch of Jordans that are rare. Would you care?
Not really.
Fantastic. That's how men feel about your career and money.
Facts.
Okay, but I don't do my career and money for men. I work for myself.
Exactly.
Again,
Yeah,
like
and
what
I
you're
don't get the
saying.
wallets and Jordans for women. I do it for myself.
Okay, right.
And
so
that's
why does
fine.
that I'm not sure what the point
That's
is.
fine
you're
for you to
trying
Remember
have
how I
those
talked about
wallets.
functional equivalence?
Mhm.
A woman that has a career is the functional equivalent of a guy that's really into fashion.
Okay.
Your money doesn't benefit me. My fashion doesn't benefit you. So you don't care.
Again, but we don't do it for each other. You don't get all your wallets and your Jordans for women. Same way I don't go to work for you. Does
Yeah,
that make
but you're
sense?
you're trying to use it as a metric of why men should be attracted to you.
My money?
Yeah, you quite literally said, could we reverse it on the female side? And I was like, well,
No, I literally said never mind because it doesn't matter how much women make. Did I not say that?
you're learning, finally.
Thank God. Look at me. Women are grasping something, guys. 1 point for us.
So are you going to lower your standards now that you realize that your guys, you scored a perfect 5 out of 5 catbacks?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, hell no.
No, definitely
No
not.
shot.
Hell no.
There's no, it's not something I could budge on personally.
It's fine.
I just wouldn't want somebody who's sleeping with other women. Even like out of a sanitary thing too. Like, why are you fucking other women? Like, I don't know. You hear crazy stories. I don't know.
I mean, like we hear crazy stories, but why are you still traveling on girls' night trips? You know, like girls' trips.
We
whatever.
answered that
We just already
multiple
answered that.
times.
We're
We
not
told you
here.
that. We go on
But-
trips
but-
for ourselves. We
But
leave
if-
our city,
but-
our little
Let me ask you
bubble.
this. If you actually met this guy, would you still go on girls' trips and stuff too?
If I met the guy.
If you actually found this guy, would you go on girls' trips and everything else?
And I honestly will tell you too. Like,
What,
if there
you
was
said
a
yes?
guy, yes,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
we would go on our girls trip.
I
Because
want the
if
guy
we-
to take care
hold
of
on
the
a
girls'
second.
trip.
Hold on. We told you no. That's not. Because we explained to you what the purpose of our girl trip was. I told you how we were at the clubs. I told you what we did on our trips.
Listen,
I told you we went to like all
You
these
can
like
tell me whatever you want
restaurants.
to tell me, right? Oh, I'm this, but I'm telling you right
So-
now, it only takes 20 minutes for you to get piped down someplace else. I've seen it before in the clubs.
But I'm telling you
Not
that's
you.
not what I'm doing.
I know, but not you. But
But
girl-
he's asking
No,
me if I
but-
dated this less than 1% guy,
Yeah.
would I still go on these trips?
He's
And
gonna
I-
want a lot in return.
And I think that's fine. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you provide for me, I'll provide back. It's just we
Provide
were
what
saying
back?
in the beginning, everything, because we have different, like you were saying, we have different needs. If you give me what I need, which is my girls trip, my alone time, my job, my this, my that, you're providing for the house, you're doing this, I will give you back what
Do you think
want.
you're in a
What
position?
is it that
Let me ask you this: do you think you're in a position to negotiate with a man of that caliber?
You think I'm not in a position
You're
to
not.
negotiate?
Yeah, you're not.
You don't think it's a negotiation?
No.
You don't think
No.
I can say, this is what I expect out of my relationship
This is what
with
women
you?
don't understand.
Yeah.
As you go up the totem pole of men, you have less and less leverage of what you can dictate.
Yeah, you do.
You're genuinely telling me I have no hope in a relationship right now.
No.
It's less than 1%.
What I'm telling you,
negotiate
what I'm
my
telling you is that
boundaries.
as you go up the totem pole of men, you have less and less leverage to try to negotiate with him. It's my way or the highway. Guys that are successful like that, they have a very A-type personality. They're not going to sit there and negotiate with you. It's like, oh, you want to go on a girls trip when we're in a committed relationship?
That's fine. Go ahead,
Cool.
do it.
There's another girl that will sit her ass at home and not go out
No.
there and do that because, unfortunately, even though you might not go to the club, and fuck guys. That's not necessarily wifey behavior.
Yeah, it's not.
But don't you think it comes down
Insecurities.
to the guy trusting me enough
Yeah,
to be
it's
like, I know
pressure.
she's not going to get
He
fucked
could
by
trust
some
you to be a
guy.
woman, which is
Yeah.
emotionally erratic, heavily dictated by what your friends do, potentially
at
susceptible to
all.
alcohol, and they're not going to like that. And
We
they're also
were-
going to know that there's going to be a bunch of dudes trying to fuck you at the club, and he doesn't want that.
It happens, sure, but we were drinking, we were smoking, we were at the clubs. Not
wait,
once
wait,
did I
wait,
think,
wait, pause,
ooh,
wait,
I should
wait,
be
wait,
fucking
pause.
this random
It
guy that
happens,
just came up
true?
to me.
So you was drinking, you was smoking.
We were at the club, and not once did I think, I'm going to fuck this random guy who's going to
Not you,
approach me
but
next.
most girls do that shit.
But we're just, you're saying, you're going back to
Some
my
girls do.
hypothetical
So wait,
scenario.
You can't say no because you're talking about
So
every
tell
single
me,
woman.
Tell me,
Yeah.
are you girls men here?
Or are you a woman?
Are you men?
Like, no, I'm not a man.
All right,
Thank you.
cool. So, as a man in a club, girls who smoke, girls who drink, they're fucked up.
Fucked
They,
up?
yeah, they're fucked up. Like they fuck men.
They're intoxicated.
I
Yeah.
did not do that. I wasn't
Not
a blackout.
you.
I wasn't
Fuck
some like.
fuck
But that's what
what
I'm
you
saying.
think.
Is
Listen.
like. Go ahead.
10 girls,
Mm-hmm.
7 girls out of 10 will fuck guys if they're drunk or
All right, here's
or
the
high.
3 then, because it's just that. Like,
Then the other 7 will fuck guys.
It still doesn't change the fact that it's not a good look.
so, but if you were asking if I personally was dating that less than 1% guy,
Yeah.
and if I still were to go on a girls trip, yes,
Yeah.
because we're that 3 that he just said out of 10 would not fuck a guy, would not be stumbling out of the club.
Yeah,
we were
but
functional.
I've
we
seen
were
it before.
like, you've seen it.
Yeah.
It's just not impossible. It's
I
not
just
super rigid. It's
Find
not
it
like
interesting how you would find an exceptional guy and still think that your current behavior would be acceptable to him.
It's
I
crazy.
I think it comes down to what he finds acceptable as well.
Most
Like, do
men
you
would
think
not find that
Yeah,
acceptable.
yeah,
That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
if we went on
Men that are on that caliber have standards. Just like you have standards, right? You want the guy to have competence and everything else like that. Guys have standards on how their women should behave.
I think in a relationship, if you're genuinely happy, if you're getting what you want, if this was an ideal guy that I wanted, there's going to have to be some, you said not negotiation, but I'm going to have to give some. So if he really genuinely looked at me and he was like, I don't feel comfortable with you going to Miami, honestly, maybe I wouldn't go to Miami. But if I was
Maybe.
like, if I wouldn't go, like I would be able to sit down and be like, okay, if
Maybe.
you don't feel comfortable with me going there, I would not go. But I would go rebuttal
Wait,
and I'd be
so
like, but me
what-
and my girls do want to go somewhere.
Let me
Is
ask you
there
a question.
somewhere you'd
Let me
feel
ask you a question.
What?
Let's say you're out at a club with your man,
Mhm.
and some dude fucking grabs your ass and then takes your purse and runs off with it.
Mhm.
Right? What's more attractive? Him chasing that guy down, beating his ass and bringing it back for you? Or you having to tell him, babe, go chase after him. What are you doing? Which one's more attractive?
It's him acting
Oh.
on it. Okay.
So why is that he has to tell you to not go to the fucking club?
because I don't think
Hold on.
that's
Let that sink in. I
Yeah.
really
Why
want
does
you to
he have to-
exercise some critical thinking skills.
I'm thinking. I
So
hear
on
you.
one end,
Sink,
right?
sink.
It's more
You're like,
attractive.
in
it's
headphones, I
it's
can
more
hear you.
attractive for the guy to just do what he's supposed to do, act like a protector, and go back and get your purse for you. You shouldn't have to tell him. So why is it that a man has to tell you to be a lady?
It's not.
I don't think everybody would care about us going to Miami, but I'm telling you, if that less than 1% that we keep hypothetically talking about said, I don't feel comfortable with you going to all these parties.
But why should he communicate that to you?
Yeah, why?
Because that's
Every
how a
guy
relationship
wants
works.
things
You
different, though.
communicate.
No, because when that guy steals your purse, he just defaulted to his male instinct and beat that guy's ass and brought it back to you because that's his job as a man. So wouldn't it be fair to say, as a woman, it's your job to protect your innocence, protect your purity, not put yourself in compromising situations? Why is it that men have to tell women how to be women, but you guys would never accept it if you told men how to be men?
You don't have to tell me how to be a woman. I don't think it's written in a book where it's like
That's
you
quite
cannot
effectively
go.
what he's doing by telling you not to go to the club.
You're saying I can't go on girls trips.
He shouldn't have to tell you is my point.
Insane. Why is it girls trip in particular? It's because you're generalizing again. Like
Holy
because
Wait.
Wait,
So
wait.
wait. Back to her thing. Does it matter where the girls trip is?
yes,
because
That's
you know because
Bro,
girls.
look, man. Do you guys not see the ludicrousness, the lunacy in what you're trying to say?
You're saying that I should naturally know not to go with women or with my girls on a girl trip because I should naturally know that my man doesn't like that.
You should know, in general, that's behavior that's unacceptable to a majority of men and isn't necessarily wifey material. Just like me, letting you get your purse stolen and your ass grabbed and not doing anything about it is bitch-made non-masculine behavior. I'm supposed to act and be the protector and provider for you in situations that arise. You are supposed to be my girlfriend and not embarrass me and put yourself in compromising situations without me being there.
Does that embarrass you if I take a trip with my friends? Not necessarily to a club. So going back to what I was saying earlier, you didn't really answer. If you came up to me and you were like, fine.
Are you aware of the fact that a woman's behavior?
I know you don't like.
Hold on, look.
Okay,
are you aware of the fact that a woman's behavior can absolutely destroy her man's legacy?
A woman's behavior destroys a man's legacy.
Can it destroy a man's legacy? Yes.
Okay, sure.
Look at Jada Pinkett Smith. What did she do? Oh, I fucked another guy and told him that at the red table. Will Smith now, getting made fun of, laughing stock. He's been embarrassed everywhere. No one remembers Independence Day. No one remembers 7 Pounds. No one remembers Ali. No one remembers Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. All they remember is him sitting at a red table with his whore wife and with red eyes saying, and her talking about fucking another guy. So I don't think women understand that your woman is a reflection of you. If my girl's going to the club and girls' night trips, that effectively shows that I don't have control and I'm of the relationship.
Okay.
It's not about controlling the woman, it's about being in control of the relationship. So I just find it crazy how women expect men to act without, being told what to do, but women need to be told what to do to act like a lady. Isn't that kind of wild?
Not necessarily told what to do, but I think you would just know based on the guy's personality, like, okay, he would not like me going to Miami. So going back to what I was saying.
Most men wouldn't like it.
Okay, sure. Most men that would not like me going to Miami.
Yes.
Is there somewhere that I could negotiate with you? We're like, okay, well, can I go somewhere with my girls? Like, can we do something that's outside of Philly, outside of the boundaries that we live here? We do everything here. I already know all the restaurants. I know I want to take a trip with my girls.
I mean, going to a restaurant with your girlfriends is not the same as taking a trip to a vacation destination where promiscuity is almost promised.
It's just a city that we've never been to. Like we said, we've just gone to a bunch of different cities. And you know that that's what we do for our birthdays. So if I came up to you and I was like, look, me and my girls want to take a trip for Diana or Carly's birthday, there would not be a single location where like a monastery, like is that where we're allowed to go? Like there's nothing you would budge on ever?
It's not that. I'm just saying it's very interesting to me how women expect to do what they want to do, but you guys would never give men the same leeway.
Not true. Because if I knew that that's something that hurt you, if I knew that we were in a loving relationship, committed relationship, and I knew that it would be uncomfortable for you to see me going to Miami, I would not go. What I'm saying is there somewhere, like if you knew that I genuinely needed a trip with my girls.
But why?
Because we need to get, I just said it. We'd travel to different cities. I've done it.
It's our birthday.
It's our birthdays.
So we wouldn't go to clubs. Family. Or your girls?
I'm sorry? My
future
family or my girls?
Yeah, your girls.
So you think as soon as you get in a relationship, that's the tunnel you're going under? Forget all my friends, forget my family. It's just...
I mean, you're striving to actually create a whole family and everything. So it's like, if you're like, you know what? Fuck my kids in the future and like fuck my husband.
That's not what you say by going on a trip with your friends.
Yeah, I mean, that's
so basically, in order to be a high value woman, you can't go anywhere.
You're stuck in the house.
No, you're stuck in the house.
That's not what we said. We're saying putting yourself in situations where you're around drunk, horny men trying to have
stuck
sex
in the house.
Okay, forget the clubs. Fine.
Okay.
Answer my question.
All right. So what?
Me and you hypothetically dating, and Carly's birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
We want to go to a new city we've never been in because we've never been to Carbone. And
you're not going without me.
Yeah.
Staying home on my birthday.
So you're coming. So it would be us three and
you're not going there. You're not going.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
Wait, sorry.
No, hold on. I want him to answer.
No.
So it would be us three and you on a trip to Carbone,
and we should take care of the bill.
And are you
for all the girls?
Does she has a husband? A
Put
man?
your headphones on.
Probably, yeah. Like if we're older and we're all dating somebody, like
probably. If she has a man, right?
So are we doing okay? Maybe for a birthday's not a good example because you'd probably want your husband with you on your birthday.
Right,
okay, so not a birthday. Forget it. Say I got. I don't know, a promotion at work, or it's our anniversary of our friendship. We've been friends since whatever and ever. And we were like, we want to go to a new, like, I saw this new restaurant that
honestly,
I've been to.
Dudes just won't take you seriously, bro. Like, that's not like, they don't want to go back and forth with you, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. You know?
Wow.
See, here's the thing that women don't get.
Bro.
When you have this type of behavior and you want to be out with your friends and you want to do whatever, you know what guys are going to do? silently in the back of their mind, they're going to put you in the, okay, she's for the streets category.
Why is that for the streets? Because I told you I want to go to a restaurant I've never been to before.
No. But if you want to go out on girls' trips and live like you're single, but you have a guy at home, a lot of guys are going to put you in a box and they're going to put it the sex-only category. They'll never say anything. Yeah. But what they're going to do is they're going to silently disqualify you from anything serious.
The only way I'd be okay with a guy coming on my girls' trip is if he's paying for everything.
It's fantastic. Well, that's why you are where you are now.
Wait, no. I mean, I want to care about the paying. That wasn't my point. Is you would want to come on a trip that
it's all girls.
It's just us, like us three and you. And it would be like I don't know. We're all getting ready and like doing our makeup. Like a big part of our girls trip is the amount of time we spent together, and not where we went.
Wanting to go on a girls trip in the first place is a red flag.
Yeah.
But we told you what our girls trip entails. We didn't say go to clubs, shake ass, like be naked in the streets.
You can say one thing, but I've seen different things.
But right, with people that were not us. So you're saying that it happens, and I agree with you. I've seen people cheat, girls, guys, everybody. People cheat.
I just wouldn't commit to a girl that does that.
Yeah.
That hangs out with her friends?
That likes to go on girls trips and put herself in certain situations. And I don't care what she says. I can trust a woman to be a woman, which is impulsive, emotionally spontaneous, following her friends. You know, it takes is one bad friend to fuck everything up.
Wait. So question, because I told you three, right? If Drake invited you to his penthouse, right? You all three would have went, right?
We're all three also single.
No. But so
I think it matters.
Girl,
if I'm in a relationship and Drake is like, come to my penthouse, no, I'm not going. But if I'm single.
Yeah, you're single in Miami.
Wait, but why are we going to Drake's penthouse? Like, this is
too
unrealistic.
Well,
like,
everything we've been talking about.
Yeah, it's too hypothetical. Like, why are we even going there in the first place? Like, what?
Most girls,
because
they come to Miami, right? And all of a sudden they put in, hey, here's scenario A, here's B, then it escalates. And all of a sudden it's like, you know what? I just slipped on dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? So don't even go to Miami, because then it starts to escalate. Initially, you probably don't want to fuck some other guy. But the more you go down the path, hey, I'm doing this. Before you know it, you're like waking up in a yacht, being fucked by 2 or 3 other guys. Damn. And you're like, damn.
I just don't think that would ever happen.
I've seen it though.
You're right. No, and I don't disagree with you.
I've seen it though.
I'm sure, like more than once, probably. It happens.
I tell guys a general rule of thumb is we just tell guys not to commit to girls that are in certain professions, that want to adopt certain lifestyle habits. These are just women you don't want to commit to, typically.
I think you're just really rigid. I think you're saying because this group of people, of women, does this on girls' trips, you should just not date these types of women. But then it leaves people like us who genuinely have no intentions of going and fucking 2 men on a yacht that I don't know about.
Hold on. You have pretty high standards. $200,000 per year, 6 foot, 25 to 35.
Yeah, I do have high standards.
You're saying I'm rigid. I would argue you're even more rigid in your standards than I am.
I mean, I never said I didn't have high standards.
Okay, so my thing is, I think all guys should kind of employ the mindset I have, where you don't want to commit to certain girls that have certain behaviors because it's going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's same vice versa, don't you think? Like, I wouldn't want to commit to some guy who has a certain type of behavior, like not being able to stay with one woman.
But men have to earn their value.
What are you talking about? I'm telling you, my point is, if going back on this insane hypothetical of girls' trips, you're telling me that because I want to spend time with my friends, because I don't get to see them as often, because when you are in a relationship,
don't y'all all live in Philly?
That doesn't mean we all have our own lives, though.
When you are in a relationship, you do want to spend more time with your partner, right? When you're in a relationship, you spend the majority of your time with your partner, so you stop seeing your friends as much. So if I am like saying,
if your guy's really successful making money, you're not going to see him that much anyway. He's going to be putting his mission above you. That's why I tell guys never prioritize women.
I just don't understand.
So you ain't going to see him that much anyway. He's going to be working a lot.
So I'm not even seeing I'm not hanging out with my partners. I'm not hanging out with my girls. Like, what am I doing?
Are you aware that higher earning men, you're not going to see them that often because they're working?
Yeah.
But what's higher earning? $200,000 could be a fucking accountant. Like, they work. They have their what?
Women have no concept of money. This is wild.
A CPA?
Do you know what percentage of men make $200,000 a year?
An accountant? You don't think an accountant of
We just
a certain amount of
got the-
experience?
That's a little high for an accountant.
I think it's
Yeah.
what
He would
when they
have to
reach a
own his
public
own firm.
accountant when they reach up to like 8 years or so, 6 to 8.
They'd have
if
to
I'm not
probably own their own
mistaken.
firm to make that kind of money.
I don't think so. If you work for,
Think
I
or
have,
no?
like what? Sorry?
Think or
What
no?
percentage of men do you think actually make 100,000 to 200K per year?
I don't know. Let's put it in your calculator.
We just.
I mean, let's just
You don't
use
think-
common sense.
Wait,
What-
but
what-
you don't think it's a like? You don't think it's a good amount of like? It's not a dating pool for me to look through. It's like it's.
This is incredible.
Why is this incredible? How many guys? Okay, Google it. Someone Google it. See how many men make that amount of money.
200,000
It's
a year.
just in the U.S. alone.
What?
Because at least that way it'll give me like coast to coast of finding my less than 1%
We know.
match. Like
No.
It's going to be less than like 2% of men that make that kind of money in the United States.
less than
And
2%.
that's not even accounting for height,
Yep.
charm, how he looks.
Personality.
Like, are you aware that like only 15% of the entire U.S. population makes $100,000 per year?
How many people
men
live?
and
How
women?
many people live in the U.S.? Men. Okay, narrow. How many men?
That's
live
men
in
and
the
women,
US?
married, unmarried, everybody. So 200K per year.
2% of all the entire population of the U.S. is still a good amount of people. I don't know how many people live in the U.S. My bad. I don't have that number off the top of my head, so I can't calculate it for you. But still, 2% of millions and millions of people is still a big ass number.
Yeah, but they're
So
rare.
But it happens. Is what I'm saying. It's possible.
It
and
happens,
you're saying
Myron.
like,
It
Okay.
happens.
happens.
All right, hold on.
Let me live in my whimsical
are you aware
high standards.
That
Imagine
possible
this.
and probable are two different things?
Yes.
Okay, so just because it's
Thank
possible
you. That's
doesn't mean it's probable. Like the
Okay.
likelihood is extremely slim, actually, that you'd find this guy.
But it's possible.
It's possible, Myron.
I'll hold on to it.
Myron, it's possible.
Thank you.
Manifest it, Myron.
Yeah.
Manifest it.
Manifest the queen.
I mean, I think that's the difference. I think that's the difference between men and
I
women.
just learned
Like,
about manifestation. Now I'm gonna get so
Like
much
girls
money. I don't
can-
need a job.
Here, turn
Why?
that off. Girls can kind of just live in a loony world, bro. Like,
Am I delusional?
That's right.
I love it here.
I mean, we literally just
Lulu.
showed you how rare your guy is, and you're still trying to sit here and tell us, I still want to go on girls' trips and shit. Like, I'm just like,
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
Because
what you gotta
it's
do?
your
who do you think has the leverage here? There's a lot less of him than there is of you.
Girls.
Like,
it's
Yo,
your concept of girls trips.
Guys will lie to you the fuck.
This is wild.
Because at the end of the day, like me personally, like me, mine, fresh, whatever. If we see a girl, hey, yeah, I'm a boss, babe, and whatever, girls trip. All right, that's cool. It's fine. But then it's like we'll deal
She
with
belongs to
you.
the streets.
We'll fuck you, and then before you know it, like, why did he ghost me? Like, that's a question most girls ask. Like, why did a guy I wanted ghost me? And you girls don't even fucking know. That's the scary part. And we're telling you why the guys ghost you, and you're like, man, fuck him.
that's
bro.
your opinion.
That's your opinion. What the fuck? And then we're telling you, like, look at you, like you all thinking, like, damn, this nigga is right. Because
Nah, they don't give a fuck.
I'm
no,
thirsty.
yeah, see,
I want water. That's what I'm
They don't
thinking.
give a fuck, bro.
all right, what,
I mean, it like girls don't
girls
wake up
water
until they're
for them?
older, bro. That's what I've realized. Like girls
Yeah,
really don't
yeah,
wake
man.
up and realize until they're like 30 years old and paying for their own drinks at the bar that you know their best years have passed them.
I don't care,
But
man. Yeah.
That's fine. The,
You're
the-
right.
the-
Yeah,
the
you're
point
fine.
of this podcast isn't to like educate y'all. It's for the audience to kind of know like this is how a lot of women think. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas think, and that's kind of how it is, and that's fine.
Yeah, fine. It's fine. Hey,
So
what
anyway,
the fuck, man?
we'll
Jax?
get last thoughts.
Yeah.